the 2011 of South Sudan, when you see the 30th of July of South Sudan, when you of 2005, when you see the 21st of April 1997, when you see the 9th of January 2005, when you see the 6th of May 2009, when you see the 16th of May 1983, when you see the 22nd of February 1972, when you see this year, so far, when you try to check all the numbers, when you try to check all the numbers of the court case, the trial that is ongoing in South Sudan, they have very powerful meaning. When you pick, let's pick one. We pick the 8th. Let's say the 8th of April 2026. That was the 65th session. That was session 65. On 8th of April 2026 was session 65. Okay, from these numbers, we are going to get other numbers from these numbers. So, we have the month, which is happen to be April. We have the 8th, which happen to be the date. And then we have 1, which is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is equal to 10. 10 is 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. 1 always is new beginning. To those who don't know, 1 always means new beginning. And that's why when a woman is married, she will have a firstborn. When a woman is married, she will have a firstborn, a secondborn, a thirdborn. The rest of the born doesn't matter. But the most important thing is the firstborn and the lastborn. These two are very important because the one you start with and the one you close with. Starting and closing, because there must be an end of every starting. Anything you start must have an end. And that's why I told you a small story before. I remember there was a small story I told you before that take a ur. Shola rode Abu Nuasi. Abu Nuasi, ya waka jirande. Ya jirande walim ke hale. Moya jirande walim ke hale mo ya mo ke hale. Moya mo ke hale mo. Ya ben ya bete ke hale ke isboni. Huh? Moya moyo ya tengu. Ya moy. Ya bete ke hale ke nito diado. Me ye gore be hale lojo. Me ye gore be hale fonde be lojo. Ya hale lojo ke da hale madung tit. E hale da ne akamje. Ya nyo moy ke hale madung tit. Ya ke nanke. Ya ke wakam ngu. Ya ke wakam gwan hale me ya walim ne jirane ke hale. Ke zaman madong. Ya rode nyo wowe hale walim. Ya wenyo kamale denan ko rama hale dabe shiende. Ko rama dabe hale ni shiende then demo hale ni tenyen wana na, right? Ko may ay mo ikaduar ka ba dab badong mati daw yande then magwa. So you want to ya hale ya kamje. Mo ya hale kamje mo ya wote ke hale ya hale oror. Ya hale nang. Mo ya hale no kala ya beni ya wiya to. Ya wiya weka nga. Ya wiya weka jirande. Ya jirande jodi wala ya hale ya liu. Hale jen foide ya liu. Ko meda ni hale dap. Ko eni madap liwe. Eni madap liwe. So ya kan ke ala ke lo jaw ya ala ror kodi ira medan I dawde I da ala itikeje I jeni fonyale ya do keje ko eni maliw meni madap jen fonde liwe so ya gona ala jo ala du ya liw enje ne kula tiku gwa me odi jin fondu teka gwa ke tedia teka gwa ko bidap keteka gwa ko bidap bangwot keteka gwa ko bai daf kebeteka gwa ko biliw so eni madap liwe keni miteka ye jan fonde liwe ko eni madap teka ye so biya dil ngash o jan fonde kon tel dan ye tel ba nuäri jinubin with mon keleu by 2030 ne dial konke ke kwi jinubin kane di dwal na ke wi mon keleu yike jinubin dial ke nuäri maye wone nante di ka UK ka British ne dial to no ke elong ne dial to mal no long ka mal moy ke wargani ke nuäri may we jali wi mon keleu ne dial di la mal mo gwa je ken bieje wi mon ne roder ala ke nuäri ne de kong je ke nyin ken de ngwani je ke shoye ken ka ngu som ken kon ye bang som ken kon teken ta ma ya to ko ma ye je na ka bo ni kon ti right ke sho nuara ko ke yo ti nyin wan te len ke yo bo ni ti kong ti ko ke ana jo kon di teke batika kon teke urkele kule rierana ya ti ngu kon ya la ra kon ba kon na ya go finyen ji wi mon o kon nuari kon pan ko ba kon na ya we nuar jan foinde arama dol na ke je ya we tedi maya ko ya gor maya o ba nuar ba moy ke match angu made shava nuari wi mon kamel shep ya we made shava nuari wi mon kamel shep ko wit mon dole ko di mon nuar o ben kwara dole ko mon nuar o ben kwara ta kene di akwakien ya ka bi go ko ba kwakien ba ka gangaken ba kwa Africa ba gang kwake tele we ba ya ka Africa ko wanzi nuar ben kwara bi mutedi wanzi nuar ben kwara betangwan bekelel betangwan bekela renyen nga enjen nuar be African Union be control momenya me larnga ye wedal na ko mo nuar ben kwara be African Union be control mo African Union no control that mean be win be control so we are no ye wedal na ke nuari ye we min dongodi nuari my cock ye we nuar jan find ye my cock kama ye we kan nuar ke kore bi ye ke nuar bi nuar ba mai ku to be kanang ka be kanang na ji ka be joira baro da gang keke ye we are no mo win mo dola keke enyen biay nen kawai ni tenyin wan ike dew pinyre wa teke rei nuara lar ke roi ko tuk nuara bia mit kel keke bia tengwan bia kalar kel keke kodi beka baba kui na tadun tengiya tela kawai mo no ramashar enyen biay kulenen mateka kawai mo no ramashar dere ulele di dawti ka factory little ke krem ni te bir ramashar bir ramabur la ramashar lakin tele krem ni te larke te birama shar balu birama bur balu la ramashar lar kana krem ni te barama shar lu la ramabur angutele krem ni te lar ke te barama bur balu na ramasharo ko mate ka lonka ke barama bur barama shar de lu de la ramabur then that mean de ramabur ba de nyoloi de la ramashar angu la fi rodu ko go banar dan fish kangu angu rama bur maya washang bawang shang bi poinda roda lui na malwal angu bi poinda baroda lui na rama lwalo maya washang mada angu maboye karama shar maya wang bala ma shar laki rama bur maya wang bala malwal angu that mean yan ye original take gwa ma betin kaya ran kula konti karama shar ma je Angu miam nani ta bor kata sharo. Rama shar ma jan foin da jiga kaya ma shar ma jiga. Angu na ita bori miam ken kata shar. Angu ke miam ken ulata lualo. Angu ke miam ken ulata boro. Angu bi miam ken lata shar. Ba kula umo ike daini. Ba kula ger. Angu daf ka rama bor. Ka miam ta shar. Ka jan foin da rama bor. Yirodo mil tiya no. Kurama shar kwen ka rama bor. Mu da daw bana rama shar. Barama lual davaken so me we gerero de bane dil ngash o ne ititi be kriam dan bane dil ngash awiano but one con yakule tie is it election and it dana gorna dana ku gorna election is this time for election really? Or it's time for us to have election with our brain. It is time for us to choose our brain. If you really want to have an election in South Sudan, have election of your brain. Our brain need to elect peace. Our brain need to elect harmony. Our brain need to elect reconciliation. Our brain need to elect relief. Our brain need to elect to reject pain. This is the kind of election we need as South Sudanese. We don't need an election that is not helping us in any way. Before we speak of election in relief of peace in a nation, let us first hold an election within the mind. Let the heart vote out pain and wounds and choose peace, healing, and forgiveness. For how can a soul without peace bring peace to a country? If you don't have peace in your heart, how can you give your husband peace? If you don't have peace in your heart, how can you give your wife peace? If the two parents don't have peace among themselves, how can they give peace to their children? If South Sudanese don't have peace in their heart, how can the country have peace? If South Sudanese leaders don't have peace in their hearts, how can they give peace to South Sudan? It is not possible. You cannot give what you don't have. You can only give what you have. If you have 2 clothes, you can give one of the clothes. You cannot give 2 clothes if you don't have 2 clothes. You cannot give someone money if you don't have money. You cannot give what you don't have. As Christians, yana jodi, mati can be any darrow, biram kel we can be kel, bidol can be kel. Kai jomatil ji duora bi mosh. That mean bila kwil bi okwan. Take a maton me akula larkon ka Bible. Yawe ya naitang wan ya ka shawl. Naitang wan kan panker ya ka shawl. Lakin kanaita tot. Kanaita tot. And to be what ko duob shiwe. Naitang wan ya ka shawl. Lakin naiti biwa. Ko naitang wan ya ka shawl we moan. Could the native one shall we mourn? Could the native one yake jail with mourn? Yaka shawl. Yene may I job ya shawl. May I job ya shawl ya kwaka dial yaka ngangar. Ya kwaka dial yaka ngangar. Ya gat ke ike liu. Yo ke dial da fin. Kwaka dial yi toy do ni shike je roade. Kaya point them ya be bay long. And she ye ku ya banje kut. E jona je jina ngun ko da me ye kwes jin fondu jo kona ya jo shige ko da mu ye kwes ne ni ye kwa ku diale ka ngangar pale jerwe ye shige o jen fonde ya palte wono aka liu ne ni je ko shik point da ka ure on shik point da ka ur on kute shiken kute mandaro kute mandandok kute mandangwan
no maybe. Matijiru maybe they are peaceful. But as long ko yakon Jodi Kamandani, even Abraham, Adam Shige Kel. Kan Shekelo, and then he could know where con the we more a Shekelo. And Shekelo, and then he could know con the Aleconongu, Yakonong, Yakon Nangdura, Yakon Nankamashaki living in one, much better out of a bomb. Yakon Ujoya Nadiali Akashul. So Nadiali Akashul with more, Koya shot Ken Gorsham Ronian, any Ramea Joe with more, ya shot the gore. So could go back confirm. Ko ye Joe with more, ye become poor Kelly. Ye know you, Majin would ye know man, Majin Shig your uni, ye tend the along, ye can come ye. Ye don't the alabu lato, eh? Jin point do, eh? Bay lutin. Mawita gawalar, be doing show and be je. Mawita jawalar, be doing indeed. Ya Nadia Shaltin, but what a thin. Conjane tanatine. Ko ran take a desire. Ran take a bay. Huh? Ran quick crave. So to the altato, bane dilngasho, conta and we won. Yo ya we be quatin in one be very young carrying madundid, but take a yoting in one go bang, but take a shanting in one. A sham don't want a jerito, but now derma be dirtin. Koma gori, my bay natel, mate we mon, mateka quatin in one we mon, be a deal nasho, telomadin ma beba. Be door be not be jet and derma be deal and letty be quarter talk with a jetin. Ya kon Jodi, eh, oh, birama young, washing roll young. Tiano din torol shul ka wang libroka. Control nina di. Nana camel did along. Camel did along like in Yawe ko birama young, washing roll young. Yawe tiano de camel. De wo de shul ka wang libroka. Anguma lode. Odi. Ramai yo ya kebesh. Ramai te we mon ya kamrode. Ba bom along. Odi. Aba we shangro nya. Ba bom along. Take an item one day could bin kake. Kake as o could then find a bin kaji kake bin kaji. Ko ye to ador. Ko ye bin kabin me ye de mil ngai jen find a could. Kadong ye ben lima jika piu. Ye dak piu. Kadong ye ben lima jika yo. Ye dak yo. Kadong ye ben lima jika kwan. Koya kon jo. Kwan ran chak shedan. Era me shange sheda. Era mama ngon. Era mama shor. Era mama wankel. Era mama nduay. Era mama ngong. Era mama ye pish. Anto di altato. Era jeno jen kude shedano. Ko kwene shedan kude ngu. Mayana ranen yana shedene. So can I done it a good to adore again? Can I done it a good way by shinu? You could do a right ye, by no Paul, you pull the yador. Yakon Jody. Yawe could the bedwin one, jelle, kojan point the take a mull. Yawe Abraham, a urmagon shungni. So could lay jet Abraham one no. Kabram, a urmagon shungni. Yawe me could be bekel ke jakadaro. Ye Abraham can no, ya rinka ke. Kaya ka job ya shienda. Ya ka job ya shienda. Yawe me ano ken ye ka shienda. Yo wakamo ka kwan. Kayo kut ye teroish kenanga. Yo kut yo karoi kana Abraham. Yawe mo te karoish kana Abraham. Sarah ya roda tau jogi te lindien. Yawe Sarah point the road to jogi telling dear. Dong a no ne dana monte shotting can monte la lian ka show kentin. Oh money monte wala la lian ka show kentin. Ya enyan kwai le bangash ka Bible. Oh mana o lian ka show kentin. Angu bima bieje shekta la magorjatin. Lakin be gora no la ramo be diling no la ramo ngu. take a deer, take a gear, cojan point and a larama baby link. Be a jib and babble young tin. Koma tell you a gorgetin, Mamma worry be all young tin. Kajan diwa mo, and diwa mo, Mamman young and a dwartino, and yan diwa bilal, but telephone to bag will. And then she tani la jaka ba telefonina baga malgul, Kojan find a gore ba tua bangash. Take a magore bangash. So Sarah yakon joling a kutin kana Abraham me take a rush. Yahweh ikut ya Abraham jo and then zaman mayane karwani bemi ken zaman mayane karwani bemi zaman mayane bishigu beidaf garmodol. Yahweh bishigu beidaf garmodol. Yahweh you Sarah ye kid. And woman kid kaje kid a kojan find a telling na kan wana. Kakida ko wija yalado ang madin mayde meldap de tuodi. De tuodi jen find a obi shing madang maye a bedap. So yana jo ye kid a calling a kutin kananga. Ling a kutin kana shoulder mintika rush. Kajan wale a man malian gisin a shegu ya pai to a monte shorty. 10 months na wal. A momon dung shell manong on the jawi mon. Huh? I be shake shoulder LinkedIn. I be show that we shake the cat deal nika shoulder. You ma pay to a command shorty. A month command and a wall. Come a deal money eve ba. And yet a cooler or I get cause ne kotek a mediwa made to thin. Come a go bobby a deal as all talk. Take a Garden of Eden, Maya na shatin, Majal na Judithin kan, Katil na bieni, Banajan na cock till can bieni. Dead till can bieni. Dead the artil can bieni. You could carry a leka kobi kiteno. You could go brama shar yalaka, go brama shar. Yalaka could kojan find a yabi na koy along. Kajan yang isang benba, that is young bong of Ramasha. Young you koi benba, that is a cost a month. So bane dil measure on gobame a goma de dil. A gome a larajan could point there. Young gomama photocopy. A gomama original, Moya laran could kojan find a Maya ogwalagentadi, Kaweda, roll kawaini, Yakon joy 36. Kaluna thin. In a case, ball unit 1,000 when you have Kojan pointed, a Liz, Naka 36. Lakin Kakon, when Naka 42, when Katilaria Kakon, Ko Gobrama Shar, a Kudiaria Naka Gobrama Shar Kodi, Bella adaptable to any environment. Banajatil Nasho, Kudanga, a conjo, you are moon when you can, moon of a shar. Your moon when you can. You are a matedi, you are a larraken. May a larraken around. Kakam ye. Take a maton mogor when you was here. Oh, go and find there. Around Shakaje. Guamamo. Tiranin. Koya away your Adam Yokwing Nien. May Adam Yakwing Nien. Your Shekula Sha. Your Nida, your Sha in a ship. Kagada di may with ye entity kagada di tadaf katuak tadaf ke water. Canada di kagada daf ke war ti kwa conceive ke water. Kanagati kwa conceive ke shandar. Kangani wana ngani kien we want daf ke ti kwa conceive ke water. Ngana bane we gati kwa conceive ke water raimos. Raiwar. Yang tenur tin ba nurga. Ang anong wana ken ka gati daf ka shandar. Kojan find kut ke gore ba nyo na. Elar ke mo. Ke gore ba nyo na. Elar neni darew. Elar neni darew. Aba lar neni darew gwa tikatino. Kajan ba ya bilar ba mate nuaritin ba nuari jole gani mate nurtin ba kwengwa mo. Koja nendu take a tonin pusher. One Arodian what tall, Koya good bow baling. Take a guamato Arodian thin. So one na gati daf ke war, ka gati ku kwa conceive ke shangdar, ti ruer ke shangdar, ka gati one na gati ruer ke war, ka gati ruer ke shangdar. Ala nyu the odi, and get war find there as a man ladaba, ke shangdar, duo bi kono gor, ma bi asham, ke wada bi ben biran basha. Ke shangdar, biwo bikon mashami biwo gor mo wi bin kawar biran basha ko ya kon jo biran sha warif rodu so bi win mon barif bilar dana ya lara ko do bilar bi balar ke wadar katil ji complain yibi complain badilla so banata de gujo ko ten point de tekata ya taw ya toba o jirane ba abiliwa ne ya toba enkut anguni bina biliu ka koru ni dandi totoya ka toba nyen kut poinde biliu ne biliu asadi biliu ka shangene biliu tirundandi biliu gwanga dien mateke ne ita maya kon joko de jine biliu ka Amerika de ka jen ka Amerika wale maya wejin poindu biliu ka Amerika de jien ka Amerika wala de wa kama ya joba ni bi sham jinna ni bi na anyang te ka ne de ka jien di ka de min wara yer mani shango da Afrika bani shango bi liwa lakin ko yesha beidil je totoye ka to wen ko ye sharan ye to biran sha ni ko ye kwen war